to be here with you. Welcome if you are watching the live or watching the replay. I'm so happy to be here with you. So if you are familiar, today's video, by the way, it's about letting go. So it's a really great topic. So if you are familiar with my channel, welcome back. If you are not familiar with my channel is all about spirituality and how it relates to our relationships with ourselves and with others. And we talk about all the emotional stuff, like not that many people talk about, like people pleasing or needing external validation, right? Or low self-esteem. So, okay, so feel free to ask your questions right in the chat, or if you're watching the replay, you can ask questions in the comments and I will answer them. Okay, so today's topic is about letting go. Do you feel it's hard to let go? Hey, Mani, what's up? Good to see you here. Okay, so do you feel letting go is hard? Letting go is actually really easy once you do it the right way. Okay, so why letting go feels so hard? Because we have like a belief that if we let go of something like a situation or person or something that we want to attract into our reality, we have a belief that if we are going to let go of it, we are not going to get it, right? But this couldn't be farther from the truth, because the paradox is that once we let go, we receive everything we want, or even something better than we ever could have imagined, right? So why letting go feels so hard? Why letting go feels so hard? Because we hold on to something because we think that control equals safety, right? And we search for safety all the time, and it's really scary to let go because it challenges our need for certainty, right? So it really requires you to step into the unknown. Hi, Rich, good to see you. Feel free to ask questions if you have any questions in the chat. Okay, so today's topic is about letting go, like I said. So, you know what if we tend to cling to something because we tend to cling into what is familiar. But if it's familiar, it doesn't mean that it's good for us, right? Because think about it, do you know these people that like stay in the job like for 20 years and they know it's not good for them? There is no judgment here, of course, right? There is no judgment. But they stay like for 20, 30 years, even though they know it's not good for them, just because our fear, the fear that we have of letting go, of the fear we have from the unknown, and we cling to what is familiar, right? So, okay, so, and there's another misconception about letting go. People think that letting go is giving up. Letting go, it's not giving up at all. Letting go is just releasing the attachment or the negative emotions we have to this particular situation. And you know what? Think about it. How many times you just stop obsessing over something, or you just let go, and all of a sudden you received everything you ever wanted, and you even didn't do anything, right? You just let go of the situation. So this is the power of letting go, right? Because when you let go, sometimes you think that you let go of the thing, but you actually, what you are doing is letting go of the attachment surrounding this thing, and then you actually make space for all these things that you want. The universe can start deliver you the things that you wanted. Right? Think about it. How many times, money, letting go is going with the flow. Exactly. Think about it. When we are like in resistance and like, oh, I don't know. When you start, how do you know when you are attached to something? Because the big things about letting go, it's the attachment you have to the thing, right? You don't want to let it go because you have like an attachment. And how do you know when you have attachment? When you start to stress over it, when you have a lot of anxiety, when you have a lot of doubts, right? So that means that you have attachment. And letting go, I don't say it's easy, but think about all the times when you let go and you received everything you wanted. This can be like one of the tools that can help you. This can be like a reference experience, like, oh, you know what, when I let this go, I received what I wanted. And all I had a situation when I wanted something like really, really, really bad before even my spiritual awakening. And I was holding on like for many years, and then I just let it go, and just like it just came. And you know what? And you know what? The funny thing, that when you want something for so much time, you want really something badly, and when you let this go, you are like, oh, you know what? All I had to do is just let it go. And even if you're not like in the manifestation community, you don't. A lot of people manifesting the thing they want just by letting go, right? And like Richard said, remind me of my godchild singing at the top of the lungs, let it go, yeah. Like, what is the movie? Let it go. I forgot the name. Marnie, you are in the Disney business. Not Rapunzel? No, I don't know. Someone that, Marnie, you check it out and let me know, okay? So, letting go. Okay, so how do you, after, I found that there's two ways for us to let go. Yeah, Frozen, the movie Frozen, thank you. Okay, I found that there are two ways for us to let go. There is let go by choice, and there's letting go by force. What does it mean? Sometimes, sometimes we, unfortunately, when we are so attached to something, sometimes the universe like has to swap in and make us like let go, right? So this is letting go by suffering. And unfortunately, most of us let go by suffering, right? Because we just can't handle it. You know what? There's a point when you want something and you just don't want it anymore. You just, you know what? I don't care about it. I just want to feel better, right? I don't want the thing. I just want to feel better. It's a paradox. So and there's like another way to let go of something. It's letting go by choice. And you know what? And a lot of letting go by choice is just making the decision, because something that really helped me to let go is just to release the emotional charge you have to the thing you refuse or you want to let go of. So instead of, you know what, I need this thing to be happy in my life, I choose to be happy right now. And that leads me to another thing that, because if you are in the manifesting community, so if you are drawn to this video, nothing is coincidence, so I guess you are. The universe is going to reflect the energy that you project to the universe, right? So if you think that by holding on to something, or even asking yourself, when am I going to get it? Why isn't it happening yet? So the energy you project out is, why isn't it happening yet? So if the universe is reflecting your energy back to you, it's going to reflect more lack and more of you asking, why isn't it happening yet, right? So when we are dependent on something external to come and complete us, so we are like, I don't want to say that we are in a lot of trouble, but we are not going to manifest or attract this thing into our life. And if we are, sometimes we do, sometimes we try like over and over and over again, and we do it like, we try really hard and we get the thing, but it's not going to be sustainable, right? Because you just get it for a while, and then all your fears and all your doubts and all the unworthiness we have, right? That's another thing, right? That it's really hard for us to let go, because we are we are think that our sense of safety is dependent on this thing that we want to attract, right? Yeah, like attracts like Chris is saying, right? Yeah, so so when we think that our happiness is dependent on the thing that we want to attract, we are really become outcome dependent. And when we become outcome dependent, we feel more stress. We're not really like enjoy anything, right? We're just obsessing over the outcome. And when you obsess over the outcome, I can promise you, like I was there, and we all experience it from time to time. When we obsess over the outcome, we are just going to push it further along from us, right? See, and another thing is we have to stop caring. I don't need like to stop caring being like insensitive, like stop caring about whether you receive it or not. So one of my favorite mantra is, I'm good either way. You know what? Whether I receive it or not, I'm good either way. And even if I still like have some kind of attachment, I'm just repeating it over and over again to myself, and I'm brainwashing myself, right? I'm like whatever, you know what? Like I don't care. Like I did everything I can, and you know what? This is now on you, universe, higher self, God, whatever you want to call it. So this is also a really powerful way. Instead of thinking that you need to let go of something, you can just hand over the responsibilities to the universe, to whatever you want to call it, higher self, God, whatever you believe in, because we see everything from just a limited perspective, right? And that's why we cling so much to things, because we think that, oh no, this is the only thing that is going to bring me happiness and joy, right? And we don't even know what is possible for us, right? So letting go of the attachment to the thing or the outcome is counterintuitive, right? That's what makes it feel hard. We also have to let go of the old paradigm and program that we used to run on, right? Yes, and you know what? It's a good point, Marnie. And so if like someone asks me, Limor, you know what? I get it. So what do I do? Like where do I start? So the first step is just awareness. Just be aware when you start to be attached to something. Just be aware when you start to feel all the anxiety of all the worries about it. You know what? Just, oh, okay, I'm attached to it. Just recognize it. This is like 90% of the solution. Start to be aware of your patterns and aware of what do you feel evolving these things that you want to attract so much, right? And another thing, we tend to put things on a pedestal, right? Oh my God, if I'm going to attract it, I'm going to be so happy. And there's no judgment here, and just, sometimes I get attached to things, but right now I have like all the tools, so I know exactly what to do, and I don't like wait to few days to do it. Like I do it instantly, so I know what to do to let it go like instantly. So once you put things on a pedestal, like, oh, it's going to be so amazing, it's going to be, you are not like vibrationally, you are not equal to the thing, because this is you, like what you want. So you put something on a pedestal, it's higher than you, right? It's not equal to your vibration. Like think about it, if like you own a home or something, right? So you're not sitting all day, oh, I love my home, oh, I'm so grateful. I sometimes you do, but you're not obsessively thinking about it. It's like just normal for you, right? So, but when you put something that you want to attract on a pedestal, it's not normal for you, right? So it's something, it's always going to be like a fantasy. it's not going to be equal to your vibration. And think about it, when you attract something, usually you don't feel like it's a big thing anymore, right? At the beginning, you just like put it on a pedestal. Oh, it will be great, it will be awesome. But when it comes, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I expected it, like whatever. Right? So this is, and also this is like so much fun, and you feel so much better when you are not attached to the thing that you want to attract, and you just going with the flow. So feel free to ask questions if you have questions in the chat. Okay? So if someone asks me, you know what, Limor, so what do, okay, I have awareness, what else can I do to let this go? So instead of thinking about how do I let it go, think about how do I trust more, right? Because another thing that really helped me to let go is anytime that I thought that the thing that I wanted to attract is equal to my happiness, I reminded myself that by doing it, I'm not trusting, right? Because we have our little ego limited perspective, and we think that there's like a certain way for us to get everything we want. But there's a higher force here that you call it God, your higher self. So he has like the bird's eye view, and he sees all the pieces of the puzzle. So sometimes you think that you're going to get what you want in a particular way, but there's like another, like more effortless and easier way for you to get it. But when you hold on to something, your hands, like literally, they are not open to receive, right? You're like, come on, universe, just give me just give me what I want. What, there's a way you can ask the universe, but when you just like do it in a needy way, and in when you are desperate, it's not going to work. It's sometimes it does work. Like you attract desperate things or desperate people, right? And we're like, oh no, this is not what I wanted from the first place, right? So and so let's talk about all the vibrational stuff, right? Because we are like energy light beings, right? We are vibrate on a certain frequency, and the universe is just reflecting our. I said it, and I'm going to say it again. The universe is just one big copying machine, reflecting your energy back to you. That's why when you hear about all the manifestation teachers, you have to feel it, you have to like act as if you have to feel like you already have it, because it's all about alignment, right? It's not about the wanting the thing, it's about being aligned with the thing. And being aligned with the thing is just being the version of you that already has it. So if you are clinging to something, right, the version of you that already has it, it's not the version that it's clinging to something or obsess over it, right? It's like a different version. It's like a cooler version, like, like, I don't care, like, whatever, like, yeah, bring it on, like, universe, I want this or something better, right? So start to communicating also. You can communicate to the universe, but actually the most powerful way to communicate is through your vibration. So that's why being in control of your emotions is the most powerful thing if you want to draw things into you, right? Rich is saying, it's also about love. It's also about love, right? Like, think about it. Have you ever like found someone that is desperate, attractive? I don't think so, right? When someone, you know what, even if you think that someone is like a good looking or something, it's not like, it's not like, oh yeah, I want to hang out with this person, even on friendship, like in all areas of our life, right? So even think of the universe like someone, like a person. Like if the universe is a person, right? So ask yourself, will the universe want to hang out with me? Like, am I fun? Am I like, like I said it and I'm going to say it again. Like if you want to be enlightened, lighten up. You don't have to be so serious. Like, so if the universe is a person, will the universe want to hang out with you and give you everything you want? This is a really great question to ask yourself and to ground yourself. And another powerful thing that I found to release attachment is being more playful about it. Like, come on. If we're all serious, like, do you know these people? You know what? Those people that like the corporate people with the tie and suit and they're all serious and they're going to their meetings. Like, like, come on, like, lighten up, have a little fun. It's okay. We can be serious and also we can be playful at the same time. So think about it. When you are playful, you are more likely to be less like anxious about things, right? Do you know these days that you just get up in the morning and just everything just flows into your reality without you even doing anything? You're just getting up, you're having like a good mood, like, oh no, I received it. Everyone just want to give you things for free, and you manifest a lot of things that you weren't even like intending to, because you were like a vibrational match to all those good things, right? So you just attract them with ease, right? So, okay, money saying most often if someone is really wants to be in a relationship and is looking for it actively, the vibe going out into the universe is saying that person is looking, right? So that they're going to get more looking, right? And think about it, like if you are like attracted this special person in your life, most likely it was when you weren't even looking. Maybe you wanted it, but it's just was like in the back of your mind and you weren't even looking at, like the universe just gave you like this wonderful surprise and just, oh my God, I never expected it to happen that way, right? It's not just, yeah, I see that you're interested like in all the love and relationships, but yeah, but it applies to all areas of our life. So, but it's a really good example about letting go, because all of us do you remember when you have like a crush on someone and you really want this and attention, and then you just like, you know what, like whatever, I don't want this person anymore, and then you start chasing you because this is like the opposite forces of the universe, right? It's like a magnet, right? When you cling so much to something, you're going to repel it, right? You're going to repel it. You can't like hold on to something so tight, or you can't act in it. You can, of course, you have the power of choice. You can be desperate and stuff, but you're going to either attract like desperate situations or things that are not really in alignment with what you want to attract, and then you're just telling yourself like, I don't know, like why I can't receive the thing that I desire. This is another thing. So those questions that you put out to the universe, why isn't it here yet? Why am I not receiving what I want? Why? Just by, this is like a mantra, like this is your mantra, and by saying it over and over again, so the universe is going, oh yeah, you're not going to get it because you're asking, why am I not getting it? How much time? That's another question, that how much time anymore until I'm going to receive the thing I desire? And you know what? I have like, news for you. And this is something this is something that I'm telling myself also. Time doesn't exist. Time is invented. Because think about it, it's like Eckhart Tolle in his book, The Power of Now, he has like a really powerful question. He said that if you were to go to the nature, to the trees or plants and ask them, what time is it? What will they answer you? I don't know what you are talking about. There is no such thing as time. The time is now, right? Time is a concept that, it's a human concept that we invented, right? In order for us to be like to have like more structure, or to have appointments and stuff, and that's okay. But time doesn't really exist. And so you're asking me, so Lamo, like, what, like, what's the correlation between the time and letting go and having all the things I want or desire? Like, everything, because just by think about it, I already said it, your mind is mainly in the past or in the future, right? You're not really experiencing the present moment, and when you think about the future, you have a lot of anxiety, right, and worries. And when you think about the past, you have like maybe guilt, or you think that you made so many mistakes. So you're not really in the here and now. But you know what? In the present moment, like, everything is happening in the present moment, and the present moment is always a clean slate. But because we have our human and conscious mind, we tend to drag all our all our mistakes, what we call mistake, or all our failures from the past into the future. So we tend in the perfect present moment, which is actually just blank. It's a clear slate. And so when you are like consciously making an effort or practicing being in the present moment, you are more likely to be aligned with everything you want, and you're going to attract it. And I found, when I started to practice being more in the present moment and to practice mindfulness, and you live in the now, which, by the way, quantum physics says that the now is all there is, and everything existing is right here and right now. And so when you are aligned with the present moment, you actually aligned with all the possibilities and all the things that you want to attract. And in the process, you are less anxious and you are less worried, and you're having so much fun, right? So like, it's a win-win situation, right? So you don't have to try to, how do I let go? How do I attract? What is, like, if you're in the manifesting community, what do I need to do to manifest this thing that I want? Just practice being in the present moment. That's it, because the present moment is going to bring you into alignment with everything you want without even you trying, right? So if you have questions, don't be shy. So we can talk about everything here as long as it's legal, right? So, okay, so your vibration, it's the will key. So letting go. Let's talk about letting go, because we talk about letting go. So the first step is just be aware that you are attached to something. I don't know if you're attached. You feel like anxious or worried, or what if I'm not going to get it? Or you link your sense of self-worth to the thing. So if I'm not going to receive the thing, it means that I'm not worthy. And that's another conversation, like the worthiness conversation. And ever since we were born, we were programmed by our families, by our parents, that we need to have things in order for us to feel or to be worthy or to achieve the thing we desire. Right? Yeah, attachment is needy, toxic. Right? Yeah, exactly, Rich. It's like a poison. Like, I think that the Buddha said that attachment is the root of all suffering. Actually, people think that he said that desires is the root of all suffering, but attachment to the thing is the root of all suffering. Okay, so letting go. The first step, just be aware that you're attached to the thing. The second thing, start to observe your thoughts around this subject, right? What are you asking yourself? Are you asking yourself, when am I going to get it? Just be aware to your own self-talk and conversation, because when you start to be aware of it, then you can start to change it, right? So, and then, like, the most powerful thing that you don't need anything, just go back to the present moment, and the present moment will get you into alignment with everything you want. and you don't even have to try anything. So how do you get, I always go back to, to talking about the present moment, because the present moment is so powerful, and the present moment really saved my life, like not literally, but saved my emotional state when I was like all over the place. I just wanted to feel good and I didn't know what to do. So I realized that worries and all my troubles and all of it come from my mind. So I knew that I had to do something to get control over our mind. And the most easiest way, like I said, if our mind is mostly in the past, or it's just common sense, if our mind is mostly in the past or in the future, right? So we are anxious all the time and worried. So the present, it's really a true present for you, is going to be the rescuer, because the present moment is going to rescue it from you, all the worries and all the doubts and all the anxiety. So this is the most powerful thing to do. So I'm going to give you few tips that are going to help you to be more present, and by being more present, it will be much more easier for you to let go, and much more easier to you to be in alignment with the thing you want without even trying. So being present, the most powerful thing of being present is start be the observer of your thoughts, because the problem is with overthinking, right? We get into a negative loop. We start to believe everything we think, and when we start to believe everything we think, we start to feel those negative emotions in our body, right? Because when we think about something, automatically it reflects in our body, and vice versa. When you feel something that is negative, usually it's because you have like a negative thought, right? So you link your self identity with the thing that you think about, right? So when you start to be the observer of your thoughts, you actually start to detach from your thinking mind. And when you start to detach from your thinking mind, guess what? You're going to detach with all the negative things that are associated to your mind, right? All the negativity. So it's like, I made this example in the past. Like, let's say you are walking down the street and you see like two people get into a fight, right? So you just watching it doesn't concern you, right? But if you were the person that if someone got into a fight with you, you felt like so much worse, right? Because so if you're just the observer or something, like you're watching a movie or something, yeah, you're going to feel like certain emotions, but it's not going to be intense like you are in it, right? So that's why start to be the observer of your thoughts is going to make you more detached from all the negativity and all the overthinking, and automatically you are going to be more aligned with the present moment, and it will be much more easier for you to be present, and it will be much more easier for you to let go, because you start also, when you start practicing being in the present moment, you are going to be more detached, like in general, right? More detached from your mind, and more detached from situations in your life that you having like trouble to let go of, or things that you want to attract. You're going to be more detached, and this is like, and you're going to feel more in control. And your mind, you can't stop. I already said it, you can't stop thinking altogether, but you can start practicing being the observer of your mind, right? And therefore not letting them affect you that much. So you'll always be thinking, you can't really stop the thought, but there are powerful practices that you can do to release those negative thoughts, and all the anxiety and all this negativity that your mind is projecting onto you. Like if you right now, like you can take like a deep breath and you just focus on your breath for a moment, like for a split second, you won't think in any thought, right? For a split second. So, basically you can stop thinking altogether, but it's not sustainable. You can do it like for like few seconds, but this is like really a secret. If you do it like consistently, day in, day out, day in, day out, you know what's going to happen? When you're going to practice it, you're going to expand your awareness. And when you are going to expand your awareness, your thoughts are not going to affect you that much. It's like you become like this ocean, and your negative thought will become like it drops in the ocean, that it's not really like affect the ocean that much. Right? So this is why it's so important for us to expand our awareness by being present. And by being present, you feel better, right? You are more aligned with everything you want, and you feel more detached from your thought, from all the negative things. And it's a practice. I'm not saying that you do it like one day and that's it. It's a practice, but if you are going to shift your energy, you're going to see like after, like I promise you, like 3 weeks to 1 month, you are going to see little shifts. Like all the negative thought that sometimes you thought that it's, oh my god, how this thought is going like to destroy you or something. You're going to start to laugh at yourself, like, okay, yeah, I hear you, right? You're not going to take it so much seriously. So it's a really good feeling. So you don't have to try to overdo everything, to find like techniques for things, how do I do this, just practice being in the present moment, and it's going to fix everything for you. Your anxiety, letting go of the negative thoughts, and all the the negative spiral. Everything is going to fix everything for you, and you're going to, like I promise you, you're going to attract everything you desire from the first place, right? Without even doing so much, so many things, or without even trying. I don't like to use the word trying, but without even it's not going to be like a hard job for you. Like your job is just to align your energy. And how do you get into alignment? You get into alignment with the present moment, right? You start being the observer of your thoughts. You start to be more detached from everything. And magic will start to happen. Like I promise you, you don't have to work really hard for those things. So for letting go, practice awareness, practice being aware of your self-talk, of your negative self-talk. Start practicing being the observer of your thoughts, or even many situations that you encounter in your life. If something really bothers, it's really like on your mind a lot. So start practicing. Just watch it like you're watching a movie, right? Like you're on a big screen. Or you know what? Here's Lamore. She's overthinking right now. She's stressing right now, right? So this is like the basic things, and I promise you, it sounds really simple, and it sounds like, oh, Limor, a lot of, yeah, I hear you, like being present, like all of that. No. This is going to save you. I promise you, because I experience it, right? And you know what? Sometimes when we let go, we receive things that we received like a really great surprise that we didn't even imagine possible, right? Because again, we see everything from our limited perspective. We see like just one piece of the puzzle, and we don't see the whole picture. And think about it, a lot of the time when you didn't get what you want, after like few like months or years, when you look at it in hindsight, you're like, thank God, you saved me. Like, thank God I didn't receive what I wanted, because sometimes we think we know what is best for us, but there is a higher power, and He knows what's best for you, even though you don't see it right now, right? So it's all about like and letting go. It's all about, don't think about how do I let go, think about how do I trust more, right? So this is all I have for you today. I'm so grateful for you, like for joining my life. So if you're watching the replay, feel free to leave your comments, and I'm going to see you next Wednesday. And if you haven't like subscribed to my channel, so go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to see you next week. Bye bye. Much love.